Okay, well, I'm from Alberta, so climate is a big thing. My husband works in the refinery, so I think lots of our companies are doing a lot of good things. And myself, you just kind of walk more, right? I'm here in Ottawa, I'm walking, I'm enjoying it. So yeah, it's awesome.
Well, I mean, I think like everyone else, we're recycling. We try to purchase energy efficient, fuel efficient cars.
Hmm.
We're turning off lights. We're all these little things we're doing. I wouldn't say anything major, but all these little things that we can do that are within our control.
Well, I mean, I keep my carbon footprint pretty low. I don't drive, take public transit. I cycle. I walk. Uh, I try to consume smartly. I don't buy a lot of things that I don't need. I don't travel a lot, um, so that is a good start.
I think it's a good change, like going away from the plastic bags and stuff like that. A few of my coworkers we were talking about that today, like how just you can't get plastic bags in stores anymore. Kind of using the reusable ones. There's definitely more I can be doing, but to be honest, I haven't given it much thought.
Definitely. I mean, watching our carbon footprint ourselves as a household, recycling, using our bikes whenever we can instead of, using the car just to go a couple of kilometers. I grocery shop on my bicycle most of the time for about 6 or 7 months of the year. So just doing the things at home, I think that we can.
I'm trying to follow direction from the government, try to not buy products that they're not packaged with recyclable materials. Um, Try to recycle in the household. Um, I'm trying to drive less, cycle more, walk more.
I try to be responsible. Reduce waste. Do what's right for the environment. Make solid choices. Um, it's like reusable plastic bag or reusable bags, avoiding single-use plastics, things like that. Use a ceramic coffee mug instead of a paper alternative. As many of the small things as I can.
My personal life, I'm doing as much as I possibly can. Not just reduce, recycle, that sort of thing, but also thinking more globally about footprint and like flying and driving and also wanting to support political parties that are aware, very aware, and doing something about it.
Well, we all do our bit. We look at opportunities to, you know, energy conservation, home heating, things like that to reduce expenses. Obviously, driving and emissions, things like that. But just slowly doing our part.
I'm personally a vegetarian because I think like the meat industry on the environment is something that people should consume less, and that's what I do personally. How about yourself?
I would say I shop local, like for food wise, farmers markets, also making sure where source my meat is like not from some supermarket. I like to get it more local.
Oh, well, I would say I'm trying to be as considerate about my waste in the household. So what I'm doing with recyclables, trying to not purchase things that I have to recycle. I would say, we actually downsized from a truck to a car. So I think just like even the simple small changes are going to have the biggest impact.
Currently, I'm working with a group who have developed some impeller technology that generates electricity from tidal waves, and we're looking to try and perhaps get that installed in another area that I know. So encouraging technology aspects of it. So some people might say that that's the technologist approach, and it's not really tackling climate change because you're looking at alternate power sources, et cetera, instead of decreasing our reliance on petrochemicals, et cetera. But we'll have to see.
Really trying to shop green and live green. I don't have a car, but I'm very lucky in this situation. I don't need one. And just to consider that the things that we buy, are they really necessary? And as far as keeping the temperature down in your house, and using products that are more naturally derived.
Well, I'm definitely more aware of my spending around heat and so on. So I think naturally in my life, I'm not using as much fuel as I used to. I look back at the times when the kids needed to get to soccer, and it was a tough go of it in terms of trying to keep thoughts around climate change. But this morning I'm just reading about sinkholes in the Arctic and the permafrost, and it's critical that each of us do whatever we can. So again, for me, it's driving less and trying to look at my temperature of my home and the small things I can control.